Jeff woke up, dazed by a headache and a feeling of wetness. He didn't know how many hours he had been sleeping in that abandoned house, and last night's massacre left him exhausted. He sat up and realized that his face and the mattress were soaked in blood. But not in his blood, but in his victim's blood. How many was that? 3, 4 people? He only remembered how good he felt. He looked around, and among the garbage and destroyed furniture, he could distinguish his own bloody footprints. From then on, he had to be more careful. The police or anyone else could follow him and catch him off guard. Anyone like Jane, for instance. He had been aware of her desire to end him for a while now, and although he had been feeling her closer lately as if she was watching him, he wasn't afraid. Quite the opposite, something about that girl fascinated him. Her unrestrained urge to kill him and tear him apart really reminded him of himself. And right when he was thinking about her, he heard a noise in the house. Maybe they both had telepathy. Nah, maybe she just followed Jeff's footprints last night until reaching him. So Jeff grabbed his trusty knife next to the mattress and went to the ramshackle hallway. He advanced slowly with his sadistic smile, ready for a fight, when he heard the voice of a girl behind him. "I finally found you, and you're mine now." But her tone wasn't threatening, it seemed sweet. Jeff turned around and saw a strange girl with green eyes who was smiling with excitement. She was wearing very colorful clothes, and her cheeks, rosy out of embarrassment, stood out on her white skin. She also had an ear-to-ear smile just like Jeff, although it seemed to be clumsily painted. Jeff, puzzled, could only ask himself if those were lipstick marks. "Finding you was pretty hard, you know. I had to tap into the police radio to stay up to date about your deeds. I'm such a huge fan. Oh, and my name is Jenny, by the way." She hid her shy smile behind an album containing newspaper snippets about Jeff. "Now that we're finally together, nothing will ever separate us." For the very first time, Jeff felt true fear. Who was that psychopath? What did she want from him? She was so sweet and exuded so much tenderness, it sent chills down his spine. That's why it was especially bizarre when she opened the album and showed Jeff grim snippets of his crimes. "See, Jeff, I've been following your work for a long time and I love it. You're such an artist and you're also so cute." One more time, she covered her blushed face, embarrassed. Jeff felt the urge to run out of there as fast as possible. However, as soon as he turned around, he felt the coldness of a knife right inside his gut. Surprised, he raised his head and saw face to face an expressive mask of Jane the Killer, who took advantage of the situation to stab him. Stunned, Jeff stepped back to think about how to get out of that situation. But suddenly, Jenny dropped her album and her sweet smile turned into a bomb of rage about to explode. "How dare you touch my Jeff like that? You will pay for this!" Jane warned Jenny to step back and get out of there while Jeff just observed the scene while trying to look for his knife on the floor. "Shut up, you! This is none of your business!" Jeff froze when he heard the fury in Jenny's voice, who seemed to be so sweet before. Jenny realized and immediately changed her expression to the same cute smile as before. "Oh, I'm so sorry, honey, but you know, this is girl stuff. Leave it all to me and I'll be back with you soon, okay?" After saying that, Jenny once again looked at Jane with the same hateful and furious expression as before. In that moment, Jeff decided he had had enough of obsessive psychopath girls for one day and ran away from the house. Jane tried to go after him, but Jenny blocked her path and took out a beautiful ceramic knife with a kawaii cat at the grip. The two girls looked at each other like beasts, about to plunge into each other. The last thing Jeff heard while getting out of the house was the sound of a knife cutting flesh and a female scream. Jenny's smile is a happy pasta, a kind of nemesis to Jane the Killer. Unlike Jane, Jenny doesn't want to take revenge on Jeff, but is actually deeply in love with him. She loves Jeff so much that she tried to imitate his macabre smile, but since she didn't have the courage to cut herself, she just painted it with lipstick. However, Jeff just ignores her and is not interested in Jenny since she isn't a serial killer like him. Jenny has brown hair, green eyes, and uses lively multicolored clothes, usually shorts with suspenders or a pink dress over a striped shirt. However, looks can be deceiving since Jenny is what Japanese people call a yandere. She seems sweet and kind on the outside, but can become hostile and aggressive at any moment. She's capable of doing anything to defend her love, even killing. What do you think, TikTakers? Who would win in a death battle? Jenny Smile or Jane the Killer? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, and if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!